Help us welcome again another key officer of the Mount Camisong Forest Park and Event Center. We have with us today the president, Mr. Oliver Samala.
Good afternoon.
Welcome Oliver to
Thank you.
our podcast series on
Utak Verde.
Utak Verde.
We talked to Ma'am Lodet earlier, and she discussed that sustainability has been at the root of Mount Camisong as a
Yes,
project.
yes,
So
true.
ngayon, sir, anong key facilities ng Mount Camisong na sumusuporta sa sustainability goals ninyo?
Yeah, I'll start by structures that we have. I will have to boast on this. We are the first here in the area to have a fully working sewer treatment plant. We have completely built our facility to cater to all, because we have a lot of toilets.
Yeah.
We're very proud of our facilities here, as you know, but it needs support, of course. We cannot just have septic tanks everywhere. It has to go somewhere, of course. Eventually, those septic tanks will get full, and we have to have a facility to treat the sewage. So we invested in a high-tech facility to convert those discharge waste into a usable water, service water. So that's one of the biggest investments that we've done as far as talking about how to preserve the environment is here. I believe we are in Luacan, where there are a lot of tourist destinations, big names out here, but I believe we are the first one to have that type of facility. Another one would be supply of water, because there's scarcity since there's no municipal water here. So we have our own supply of water. We have a facility to convert the mountain water, deep well water, into a drinkable water. And that's why we also provide free water for guests here. Yeah, they can, just because we want to discourage people from bringing in plastic bottles. Yeah. We also do not sell water here, so water is free. Another one would be our
The
solar panels that we've installed. That was initially designed to harvest 1 megawatts of power. The initial design was to use 1 hectare of the property to harvest 1 megawatt of solar power and sell to the grid. When we looked at the area where the solar panels will be installed, we'll have to cut more than 500 trees, which right away we
It's a no-no.
yeah, we went against. We said, what for? I mean, why are we saying that we're here to conserve the nature and work and apply our principles here, but having to cut all those trees will really be against our principles. So we changed our design. We looked for a place where we can install. But as you can see, most of our roofings are non-traditional. And most of our roofings are under trees, where it will not be efficient to harvest solar panels. So we opted to install smaller capacity solar panels in our parking areas, where it can now harvest 200 kilowatts of power. More, as I mentioned earlier in my speech, that it's more than enough to supply us during the day. But of course, at night time, we still need the supply from the grid, from Beneco. Another one would be the investment on the electric shuttle service inside. Yeah, they help guests move in and move out of the property, so that we can cater to people with disability, elderly guests. It's easier to go down, but going up is another challenge.
Yeah.
So
Easy actually to go down.
yeah. So that's one of the focus of the club cars that we have on site. And it has to be electric, of course, because we don't want petrol-based engines inside the property.
No emissions
No
here.
emissions,
Carbon
yeah.
emissions,
Yeah. I think this is the only facility, tourist destination in Itogon, or I don't know, in the region maybe,
north of Manila,
that you will not smell any fumes from vehicles. Another one would be the shuttle service of our employees. Our biggest investment be our employees, of course. the learnings, that the trainings we've given them, how they can really absorb and live by the principles that we also live by. No? Of course, we have to provide comfortable shuttle for them. This actually, this area in Itogon does not have a public transport, that regular, not the regular public transport. No? In fact, if you ride a jeep from Baguio, you will have to pay special fare for them to bring you all the way to Camisong, Mount Camisong. No? So on the onset, we decided to provide shuttle service. But honestly, during the first 4 months of operation, we had to rent a van, 2 vans that have catered them going in and out of Camisong, so that they can come in here fresh, without having to
Commute, no stress of commuting.
Yeah, so but we already placed the order for the electric shuttle last year. It's just that it's a challenge for the supplier to complete the project, because it's built outside the country. So we took delivery of the first one last month. So we're now enjoying emission-free shuttle for our employees. And we're accepting the delivery of the second unit before the end of this month. So to be able to cater to guests
as well.
Yeah. We are planning to put a station, pick-up and drop-off station in Baguio. We've discussed it initially with Attorney Renan of Botanical Garden. And then the other day, Mayor Magalang was here. He confirmed that yes, it can be an arrangement. Yeah, we're looking into that. We already have the design for the space in Botanical Garden parking, so that it can attract guests. And
I think that's very strategic. It's
May additional cost
you see long lines there.
None. So built-in na dun sa entrance nila. Wow.
Because the Pinoy, we call it Pinoy transporter, named by the supplier Francisco Motors.
Oh, okay.
It's as you've seen it, it's a jeepney looking but modern. That will not be registered under LTFRB. So we're not really planning to charge anything. It's just a free ride going in and out. And of course, we try and remind each other every now and then. When we started here, with about 50 construction workers, myself, about a year and a half or less than 2 years ago. One of our first hires was a consultant to give us a background on sustainability, teach us best practices. I'm sure you will understand, when you deal with construction workers, they have their own means and ways. It was difficult for us to really teach them on how to segregate. We had to, Miss Becky would go through their trash. Can you imagine construction workers' barracks with their trash? So
zero waste lady siya.
She did that every week, just to educate. And of course, we ourselves, the management, with my engineers, the architects, we participated in all her sessions. So until such time that it was already second nature to us, I would say. Like we segregate our trash here, conscious effort in doing so. Some guests would also do the same, Like Filipinos, when they come to a place where it's the traffic violators are apprehended, Like if they go to Subic, they follow the traffic rules. If they go to Baguio, they follow the traffic rules. But if they drive in Manila, they don't. Some guests are like that here. They would ask where to throw certain trash. So I think it's more like imbibing. It's more like everybody, the employees here, when they talk to them, when the guests talk to our employees, somehow they get the feel of like it's embarrassing to just litter anywhere.
Or should it be part of their orientation before they
We
enter the park?
We conduct the orientation after getting your ticket from the counter. there is an area where there's a vicinity map where they
yeah,
will
yeah.
conduct the orientation.
So
And they will-
that's
Yeah, we
what
took
the
a
big
picture of
space
that.
is for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
Before
good.
you get to the turnstile. So there's a brief orientation explaining the facilities, the do's and don'ts, and where you can stay and sit down and have your coffee, drink, read a book. Because we want guests to stay and enjoy everything. Because we realized Baguio tourists tend to overbook their day. Like they want to go.
And they would be rushing out.
Yes, that was our the demographics of our guests then. About 3 months into operation, we realized we have to put more activities for them to
For them to stay longer.
stay and enjoy. I would be out there at as early as 8, sometimes 7 a.m. We open the gates at 7 a.m. I would be out there at 8 o'clock and I would see guests exiting, going out. Meaning they were here at 7. They probably have somewhere else to go. Maybe they have 5 more destinations to go.
Yeah.
And so that's been more like the trend for the first 3 months. Now I'm seeing more guests stay.
Lingering.
Yes. Because we have a lot of activities below. We have more areas where they can enjoy different types of food, different types of cuisine. We have diverse types of, snacks.
So yung trails na sinasabi ni Ma'am.
Yeah, the trails.
So may mag-guide ba or
Yeah, now it's guided tour. But we have placed a lot of
Signs.
safety signs,
So
directional
people can
signs.
explore on their
Yes,
own.
yes.
Safely.
Where they can sit down, rest, reflect. We have areas for reflection. I wish you have time to go around.
Ilang kilometers sir siya? Or
The short trail is meant for everybody, like the young ones, the
kids and
seniors.
elderly,
It's a short trail, about 300 meters, but there would be steps required, no? Because there's no flat area in Mount Camisong, so you really have to. It's easier to go down, but then you go up, diba? That's a challenge. The next trail will be the intermediate. It's about 800 meters, but still an easy loop. It will take about an hour. Maybe if you're resting in the
in between.
reflection areas, maybe an hour and a half. But we have a long trail. It's now at 3.2 kilometers.
The yellow trail.
But we're doing more. We're exploring other areas because we have a vast area for trails. We're putting more technical areas like rappelling, net crawling. That would be our target is about 7 kilometers, one loop. And because we're planning an event for October or November, Halloween run, a night run that will be open to beginners, intermediate, and experts. Night trail run.
That would be different.
Yeah. Because the charm of Mount Camisong at night is really different.
Ano lang, kasi kanina we asked Miss Lodette kung kailan yung timeline ninyo for completing the phase 2.
Yeah, okay. We're now in the stage of assessing the design of the architects, aligning it with the structural design of our engineer on site. I sat down with our team of architects and engineers 2 days ago. We did the initial study. We're doing redesigning. We're doing value engineering so that we don't waste materials, resources. But from the time that we dig our first foundation to completion, we're looking at about 9 months of construction. Depending on the weather, of course, because we can't do noisy works during the day when there are a lot of guests. We don't want to pollute
compromise
the
their
air.
experience.
Yeah, pollute the air with noise.
Yeah.
So that's why we're looking into a lot of ways to maximize the construction period. Because I know there's a requirement, a need to open the D1. But my commitment to the chairman is 9 months. If she will let me work 1 whole day a week. Because most of the time when we're building this Kanlungan, from Manila, I would instruct the team to stop construction because there are proposals happening, there are people, groups who are doing some sessions. That we don't want the noise to be
Disruptive.
disturbing, disruptive. So we had a lot of days where we have to stop the construction and tell our guys to just take a break for about 4 hours break and start constructing again at 5 p.m. where there are lesser people. But given that we work through the rain, there's no issue on pouring cement during the rainy season. There's no issue on erecting steel during the rainy season. Our guys can work except at night. The challenge is working at night when it's raining, because it really tends to weaken the resistance of our construction team. Prior to opening, February, so it was colder, no? Yung mga November,
February.
December, January. Before
February.
opening, that was a challenge.
Cold
August
months.
last year, we had to supply our 200 workers vitamin C to prepare them for the cold months and the rainy season.
Immune system.
Oh,
Immune
because
booster.
we provide 5 meals a day, vitamin C. But the problem is their sleeping period is less
Yeah.
because we had to
So
work
that
more.
weakens their resistance.
Yeah. But it helps, and we were able to open in a year and a half. Of construction here, we were able to open the phase 1.
Do you have plans
Yes.
of putting a monitoring system
Yes,
to
yes.
monitor your sustainability practices?
We started with weighing of the weighing of our trash. We started because when we opened the gates, we weren't really reaching the target attendance. We were only probably doing 60% of the projected guests, the traffic. No? But we were weighing already the trash that we're generating. We had to look into the materials that the kitchen is using, because we realized most of the trash would come from we segregated the food waste from the kitchen waste. Food waste meaning the leftover from
Leftovers from the
guests, no?
kitchen.
Guests, the food waste, the kitchen waste, and the toilet waste. Yung toilet waste are heaviest.
Yes.
We were generating about 30 to 40 kilos per day of waste. So after several months of operation, we realized putting too much trash bins out here, putting paper towels, disposable paper towels in the toilet, where there are hand dryers. That generates a lot more trash. So we took out, if the toilet has a hand dryer,
No more.
we took out the paper towels. Because paper towels, you tend to get 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than
To
what
dry
you
your
need.
hand.
Yeah.
No.
But in fact, you can just use 1.
But when
So
you have
we
a
took-
dryer, just go.
Yeah, we took out the hand towels.
Oh.
But if there are toilets without the hand dryer, we leave the paper towels.
Paper towel.
Yes.
And it decreased our trash. Now we're recounting now. And then yung leftover food was not so much. It's the kitchen waste. Since we're aiming for a zero waste kitchen, we looked into how we can reuse instead of throwing the shavings.
So, compost.
Aside from we have the African night crawler,
Yeah. Black soldier fly.
black soldier fly, but they're being overfed. So
Kawawa naman.
now the load is on Chef Stan to look into what our waste, if it can be converted into food.
Yeah.
So that's why
Animal
if you,
feed. Oo.
Yeah, you saw the side dishes earlier, the kangkong strips. So that's from the stocks that are mostly thrown,
Discarded, yeah.
discarded.
Yeah, which you normally throw.
Yeah, but if you slice it thinly in
Yeah, you can
how he
you can
did
eat
that,
it. Yeah.
no, we can reuse, no? And then the peels from our fruits, because we use fresh fruits to use it as tea. So all the fruit peelings we convert into
So, dinadry niya, sir. Or,
dehydrate them.
Dehydrate.
Yeah. What about water? I know you do. You generate your own
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
You don't rely from an
Yeah.
outside source.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you also
Yeah,
measure that?
Our water consumption is quite high because we tend to over clean everything. Like at night, we're only open until 8 p.m. but people work here until 10 p.m. to do general
clean up.
cleaning. Yeah, I think that's something that we need to do on a daily basis because we don't want people, be traveling from far, getting to a place like this and realizing it's not as clean as it shows in the pictures. We do measure the water consumption. In fact, we have two facilities where we convert the mountain water, deep well water into our potable water. We have on a regular basis we monitor the consumption. We're doing currently it's about 2.5 liters per person per day, either to flush the toilet, to drink water.
Yeah.
But the thing about our water is, we're waiting for our septic tanks to fill so that the discharge will go to the STP, and then we can convert the water from STP to our garden water. And then all our cross drains, as you can see from the parking going down, we have
Yes,
cross
there.
drains. We direct that into a sump where we have
So
a deep
for your storm waters, yeah.
storm waters.
Yeah.
Of course, during the rainy season like this, we don't
Yeah.
anymore water
It will
the
be
gardens.
overflowing.
Summer
Oh.
cleaning
Yeah.
challenge.
Congratulations on your new solar power
Thank you.
system. But I understand also that you still use a hybrid energy source, like from the solar and then from the grid. Do you have plans of eventually just using power from your solar
Direct
energy,
yeah.
renewable energy source? Sorry, not
Yeah.
solar system, solar power. Yeah.
We've done the study on using a storage type of solar panels, PV system. But there's still, in the Philippines, particularly in our country, we still have a way to go in managing the waste of batteries.
Oh, okay. So the battery is the issue there. Oh.
Yeah, you will find a lot of suppliers of batteries, the type that you can store power.
Sir Oli, how does the Mount Camisong team engage with the local community? For example, do you have people working here from Itogon, or how do you involve them in events, something like that? Yeah.
Well, when we started construction, we opened our gates to local construction guys. Of course, we needed help from the barangay. We posted vacancies in the barangay halls. We sought the help of the mayor, Mayor Joaquin, and Vice Mayor Dax Godio to help us source for construction people. But here in Itogon, we realized instead of working in a construction site, they would rather go inside the tunnels.
Mining town kasi siya.
It's a mining town. But we were still able to source people who are willing to try a construction. So we employed initially a handful, 10 or 12 people when we had about 60, 70 construction workers. And those, up to now, I'm proud to say they're still with us. But the numbers have increased since. In fact, the gardeners that we hired from the start, a lot of them are still with us now, but now as a regular employee.
Wow.
You will see them in dark blue uniforms. We also employ a lot of young ones, Gen Zs.
Gen Z.
They work here as park rangers because they can tell the story about Itogon, about the culture here. We have buskers here. Sometimes they get a request to play the traditional music, and some of them would even engage in dancing. We encourage that. No? And I myself have been personally involved in drafting and talking with the community for the memorandum of agreement, where we were able to come up with an agreement on how this project will benefit a lot of the people here. You know? In fact, I'm very proud to say that I personally attended to all the community meetings that led to the signing of our memorandum of agreement. And NCIP just approved a week ago our certificate precondition. So now we're able to apply for SAPA, which is required by the government, or the special, SAPA is the Special Agreement on Protected Area. Since this is a protected area, and we are under the Indigenous Peoples Organization, so we were able to sit down with them, discuss, negotiate, and agree on terms, which once the CP is released to us, which will trigger the start of the commencement of where they can start benefiting from the projects. So I think I know most of the people here from the 2 years that I've been here. I've sat down, eaten with everybody, drank with most, yeah. Danced in their traditional music. The kanyao. I've had my share of the gin and the pork and what. Yeah. Because we follow the tradition here. So that's why I personally engage with the community here. And I'm proud to say I think most of them would know me by now because I happened to I attended all the sessions that they've invited me in. Not because I want their approval, but because I really wanted to understand their culture and to be able to somehow adapt. Of course, it's a two-way thing. You know?
So, Sir, I think you have a very good relationship with the community, and do you think you need any more a different kind of support from the LG, or are you getting all the help you need?
So far, we're getting all the support, especially from the leaders of the community. If you, Comrel was here earlier. Comrel, our community relations officer, he used to be the barangay captain of Luacan.
Okay.
Si Andres Cuyan. So since the start, we found him an honest public servant. He used to be the barangay, but he lost during the recent election. So after that, I approached him. I offered him work because I know even during his term, we needed a lot of permits from his office. There was no red tape in his office, none at all. He helped us. He realized that this investment is good for the community. He helped us along the way, you know. And so when he wasn't anymore a public servant, I offered him work. And he happily accepted, so he's still with us now. So he has been helping us communicate with everybody around.
Earlier, Mr. Det mentioned that Mount Camisong is more than the glass walk. So could you walk us through the other features of the parks?
I'll give a short description, background of the glass walk. We actually did not imagine that would be the
main attraction.
one of the main attractions, I would say. When the initial design came out, the design of the construction firm that we hired, that was all concrete, about 12 meters only, with high walls. You have to go to the end to enjoy the view. When me and my architects and the engineers were sitting down one night, I had them open the file again. Before we started the deck. Because I really wasn't sold into the idea of concrete floor.
Yeah.
So I had the engineers study the strength of the steel. I told them, what if we do a glass bottom? Will we be able to save on the materials? Initially, the cost was just the same. It cost a high cost of glass. So when the structural engineer approved the installation of glass because of the weight is less when you use glass. So I asked if we can extend So he agreed to the 5 more meters extension. So it's now 17 meters long with all glass, including the side railings. So we did not realize putting glass everything, using glass material in all the areas there would become more attractive to everyone, no? Because
Yeah,
it's the first one in Itogon, no? So, but that wasn't the plan. We didn't want that to be the highlight of the park.
Was
no?
the decision over that, sir, more aesthetic than, structural?
Initially, we just want people to be able to enjoy
The view.
the view of
And
Itogon.
concrete wouldn't do.
Concrete,
Yeah.
concrete would really spoil the experience.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
thinking when we publish the article, and I don't know how it will be edited, if this will be included there. Because a lot of people were thinking it's just like a mini version of what's in China. You know, the one that they're
no.
thinking it's an imitation of that. I mean, it's a totally different story.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we just wanted guests to be able to, because I don't want people to queue up to get to the end
Yeah,
of the line
yeah.
before they can have their pictures taken.
Yeah, yeah.
So anywhere you go, as long as you step on the glass, that's a view to enjoy. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Some would say, why is it just 17 meters long? Because doing longer would require us more foundations,
Excavation.
more excavations, trees to be cut.
Trees. Yeah.
And we don't want that. So that's the maximum we can go so far.
Yeah, so good.
So because that's not the main attraction. The main attraction is really the gardens, the trail, to enjoy, to sit
Enjoy
down in a
nature,
corner,
oo.
read a book, or just be by yourself or with your family.
Misconception talaga ng public.
Yeah. But of course, we're happy that it attracts more guests here so that they can experience the whole thing, you know. That's why now we have the dalisay, so that families, when they come here, the kids can enjoy. While you have your quiet moment having coffee or having a glass of juice or beer, whatnot, or having your empanada, diba? Your kids can play everywhere. Or that's why we also have the Jenga. If you have gone down there,
Yeah.
we have small tables where we have yung Jenga game,
Game.
but the bigger version. Because we want guests and their families to stay. We're putting more activities for them to sit down and enjoy.
Yeah.
And the food here, we don't want the traditional sinigang, or we don't want pasta, Italian type of pasta here. Because that's very common, you can have that anywhere.
Yeah.
So we reinvented the adobo. We have our own version of the empanada of Ilocos. We have the own version of the lechong kawali. In fact, in Alapaap dining, we combine it with the one you had earlier, diba? With the pusit. So if the glass walk does not attract you, the food will
Culinary experience.
surely make you come back. Huh? And then, of course, all the other facilities, like everybody, when they, like us, when we travel, the first thing we do when we get to a destination is look for the toilet. So we made sure that our toilets are everywhere.
Mayaman sa toilet. Mount Camisong.
World class.
World class.
And the female toilets are about 30% more compared to the male toilets. You know why? See, chairman does not like women queuing up while men are just,
Yeah, in and out.
in and out.
Busy.
Yeah. So we have about 30% more female toilets than male.
Yeah. Females linger in the toilet.
Yes, you take your time, diba? You look at yourself more, you chat,
Powder.
ganyan. So we understand that. No? So we're very proud of our facilities here and the gardens that you will see. Those are the plants here were handpicked. We really thought of all the colors to be combined, leaves that are solid in color.
Yung mga
or
centerpieces nga sa
Yes,
kanina gaganda sa table.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we were looking at that.
Curated by chairman and our...
Unique, very unique.
Yeah.
And they come from the wild. Kanlungan is the newest addition.
Yes. Kanlungan is small, considering the demand. But initially, this was a clinic.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's this small. The clinic was designed to have 2 lying-in beds with the doctor's office. a reception area. But just about 2 months ago, I opened the idea to chairman. And we have not installed the roofing yet. It was all walls and the inside was bare. So I opened the idea to chairman to convert it into a function hall. We looked into the layout. The architects helped us design the interior, remove the walls. I had the structural engineer approve the removal of some of the beams, columns. So now we have a 64 square meter open area inside, where there were about 40 guests comfortably sitting earlier. But for other table setting, we can do as much as 60 if it's just conference type.
I'd also like to ask you more about the binhi corner.
Yeah.
So it seems that this is your sustainability wall and
Yeah, nook, yes. Binhi or seed is meant to put together the idea of having to operate everything sustainably. The efforts, the initiatives, efforts we've put into more like how we can share with guests the initiatives we put in place, no? To be able to not just focus on earning, but also the effects of this whole facility to the environment. We did not put that to offset, no? To make people realize na hindi naman pala sila harmful sa environment. We are aware of course, some would say, if you want to protect the environment, why did you pave the road? Why did you put up your silakbo, or why did you put up the glass walk? Why didn't you just leave it bare? Leaving it bare will not attract guests here. Diba? Well, reality is we needed attractions to bring in guests. No? So Binhi is the venue where we can share with guests the efforts we've done so far, what the practices, no? And how we are looking into all these details, small details, where it really counts, no, to help us mitigate the effects of the operation to the environment. That's why we animated a black soldier fly and the African nightcrawler to make it interesting for kids to also understand and to get their attention. So that's the purpose of Binhi. We also show short films there.
well, Mount Camisong is relatively challenging to reach for regular tourists. No?
Yeah.
And from what you said earlier, you intend to eventually set up transport
Shuttles,
for
yes.
guests. So that would eventually make it more accessible to guests as well as your employees. The question is, there is a common perception that the fees for people to come into
Medyo pricey daw, medyo
it's rather
pricey.
pricey compared to, let's say, other parks in the city.
Yeah.
So, how do you communicate that more effectively? That it's worth.
It's more than worth it.
Yeah. Well, when we sat down and discussed pricing, it was around 500 to 700 pesos. No? When we compared our facility to the facilities outside the country, it was the design, and I'm happy to say that it's at par with other international standard and facilities, no, outside the country. Here, you don't have to spend for airfare tickets. No, you don't have to spend for visas to experience the same facilities, to be able to enjoy the same facilities that you can only find outside the country, with the unique service of Filipinos. So that's why from 750 we lowered it down to 500. But looking at the guests that arrive here, I think only 30% pays 500.
Oh, okay.
Because
There are special
about
discounts.
40% of our guests are seniors
Oh, okay.
from all over the Philippines, or blessed residents, or children below 7, or students. Those are the demographics of our guests. Very, very few pay the whole 500 pesos. But what comes with 500 pesos is more than the value of the money.
Now
The
we
ex-
know.
Now we
Yeah,
know.
Because
yeah.
it's our first time
Kaya nga
to
sabi
come.
ni Ma'am Lodet, di ba, you have to experience it yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's because we've been getting comments actually from Facebook account and from Google review that our price is really high. These are people that have not gone here, that have not experienced Mount Camisong, that have not tasted our food, that have not enjoyed hours of stay here. No?
And
Because, like, especially now, your entrance fee, whether you pay 350 pesos because you're a senior, or you paid for the Bliss gate fee or the full 500, you get to enjoy free drink if you decide to eat in one of our restaurants. Diba? You get a free drink. We had a promo wherein even without free drink, you get your free welcome drink with your gate fee. No? But that's just, to attract more guests to experience. But with or without the promos, imagine having to stay here the whole day and enjoy this much fresh
Yeah.
air where you can play with your kids, with your friends, do TikTok if you want, if you're into that, and
hike, play games.
hike. Yeah, the hike is free. We don't even charge for the guide that will bring you around. Eventually, of course, that will be an open for all guide. It's not a guided tour. But now because we want to share the experience. We want with the guests. We also want to tell the story about Mount Camisong. We join the guests in their trek, in their trail. But eventually, if you want to go on your own, you can just tell the guides, and because our trail is safe for everybody.
And as long as you have good directional signs.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
No one
we
will
do.
get lost. Will be safe.
Physical, you can do it on your own.
Yeah, and if you compare 500 pesos, let's peg it at 500 pesos. That's what, $9. There's no park anywhere in the world that charges $9 only with this much facilities, diba? I'm not saying that that's our standard. No, but it's just for us to be able to pay for all the employees, maintain the
Also to
facilities.
upkeep the
Yes.
Upkeep, yeah.
We can lower down. We did the math. We lower down the price. We will receive about 2,000, 3,000 people a day with the lower price gate fee. The problem is, how do we maintain
Yeah.
the facility with
With such
3,000
high
people on
traffic,
site,
yeah.
with such high volume? There would be more trash that would be generated. There would be more pollution, wear and tear. Yeah.
What are the biggest challenges that you faced in keeping things sustainable at Mount Camisong?
Because there have been a lot of inquiries on why is our park not pet friendly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why aren't we allowing guests
With pets.
to bring their family pets? We love dogs. And cats. In fact, in our household, I myself in my house have 2 dogs who lives with us in our bedroom. They have their own bed. Chairman has her own dog and 4 cats. We would love to bring them here because we stay here sometimes 2 weeks in a row. So we would love to have them here. The thing is, this is a sanctuary of a lot of types of birds, reptiles, and if we bring in pets, they are hunters of those things, who have lived here ever since. We don't want to disturb their environment. We have night jars, bird, that lay their eggs just anywhere. We don't want to disturb them. We have a commitment to the community to maintain,
Protect the
protect
local
the flora
fauna.
and fauna
Yeah.
of this
That's
park.
why.
So that still has more weight than having to be able to bring your own pets.
So they have to
here,
deposit their pets in a pet hotel, maybe in the city, and then. come
Because
here?
we've been compared to SM, of course. SM, your botanical garden, you can bring your pets. Part of our requirement is to submit a CDMP, or Community Development Management Plan.
Yes.
That was during the construction. We had to engage services of an independent company who did the study here. We counted the number of trees, we did the flora and fauna study, tested the waters here, so that we have a benchmark.
Yes. So you went through the process of environmental impact
Yes,
assessment.
yes, we did. That's why I know the reason behind why we really cannot accept pets
Yeah.
on site as much as we
It's a
want
good
to.
one. Do you have a message, Sir Oliver, to our viewers out there? Would you like
Anything
to,
you want to say about
Yeah.
Camisong?
We are operating 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Our Alapaap dining is open till 9 p.m. If for guests who wants to stay and enjoy their time having dinner. The park caters to all types of needs, from private dining areas to function halls to team buildings. We have facilities, outdoor and indoor facilities for such activities. Just as long as you don't bring disposable materials here, no outside food. You know.
You're welcome.
You're welcome here. And please, when you come here, spend at least half a day, to enjoy all the facilities. And let us know how it goes afterwards. We are open to your comments, suggestions.
Any kind of feedback.
Yeah, any feedback would be helpful. And please try our food.
Masarap.
Yes.
With that, maraming salamat.
Thank
Oliver.
you
Thank you,
also
Sir
for your
Ali.
time.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Sir Ali.
Thank you.